Hey there, we are going to talk about appreciation marketing today. Some of the most common questions that I get in this program that I would say I probably get on a weekly basis is I know the system works, Derek, but I'm having a hard time making myself do it consistently. Check yourself right here. Is that something that you struggle with as well? One of the other questions I get is I do great during the transaction. The clients love me, the realtors love me, but after the deal is over, I lose contact with the realtor. How do I follow up? What do I say? Now, what I've learned, guys, is that usually when people ask questions, there's a deeper meaning to the question. So again, check your gut here. See if you have these type of questions. See if this is something that you struggle with. And if you have one of these questions, are you really thinking, Derek, how do I get realtors to send me more deals? Derek, I need more loans. I need more loans. How can I get my past clients to use me? If you're honest with yourself here, and most of you are, so, again, just use this opportunity to be aware. If you're honest and you struggle with this stuff, then I have some really, really good news for you today because this lesson will change your life and your business. I'm going to talk a little psychology first, and then we're going to get into the tactical part of the lesson. When human beings, it's not just you, it's every single human being, is trying to get something from somebody else, we get nervous, we get scared, we get anxious, we get fearful. So we've all had that feeling if we use the dating analogy. Hey, I want to get a date or, I want to have a life partner. You're trying to get something and then we get nervous about meeting people or calling people and all that. The same thing happens in the loan business. When we come from a place of, I need to get more realtors, I need more loans, then we tend to get really anxious and fearful about doing the system. Guys, when you look at our Monday through Thursday system, it is literally, like Thursday's 10 seconds, copy and paste, right? But even the other days, the most fearful days are the Tuesdays and Wednesdays for people. Those literally can be done within 15 to 20 minutes. But what causes us to procrastinate is our mind and our fear, right? Because, ready for this? Because it brings in rejection. And nobody, it's not just you, likes to get rejected. It doesn't feel good to get rejected. And that's where the fear creeps in and paralyzes us. That's where all the misery is. That's why we get this call reluctance or video reluctance or whatever we're going to do. We don't want to get rejected. That somebody saying, leave me alone, is like the worst thing for us. This is why we hate the sales part of the job. We hate that us sounding salesy and then us getting rejected. Now sometimes, and there's like coaching programs out there that, will get you all fired up. You got to watch like 17 motivational videos and drink 14 cups of coffee. And then you go out there and you get so fired up and then you make these calls and you just feel like you did it. This is really what's wrong right now, guys. I believe that most people don't do our system consistently or any sales systems consistently because we don't want to either get the call reluctance or we don't want to bother people. So let's start right now with your mindset. Okay, we're going to clear this up, and I invite you to watch this video many, many times because mindset's nothing that you can just listen to once and then get it. We have to retrain our mind. What I will tell you is people do not remember what you say. They remember how you make them feel. So let me start again. People will not remember what you say. They will remember how you make them feel. They remember how they feel when they're around you. So any communication that you are having with somebody, they are remembering the way they feel around you. So if you're feeling like you want to get something from them, they immediately shut down. They can feel that, guys, right? When you're coming across really salesy, then they are going, you're trying to get something from me, and they shut down and they don't like you, and then this is why it gets hard, okay? So if you can just remember that realtors, financial planners, clients, everybody, they're just human beings. They're the same as you. When a title company rep or an insurance company rep calls you and starts trying to get business or trying to get a coffee from you, don't you all shut down, right? You don't want that. You don't want that feeling, essentially. So what we want to do is we want to reframe everything. And once you reframe everything that you are just giving and serving, the business gets really fun. It gets really easy. And the system becomes really fun to do. Guys, I will tell you, some of the most successful people we have in the system, what they report back to me is it's really fun and it's really easy. Okay? And if you can have that mentality in there, one of my buddies who I used to compete with back in the day with the loans. He does over 100 million right now. He called me a couple weeks ago and he said, "Hey man, I see a lot of what you're doing and what you're teaching. I think it's awesome. And you know what I call it?" And I said, "What?" He said, "Appreciation marketing." And I was like, "Man, that's beautiful." So when you approach your business that you are just trying to make somebody else feel good, it gets really easy. They like you and they want to do business with you. Okay, so let's start talking about some real tangible tactical things that you can do on what particular day, right? You guys all have Monday right now. You see the benefit of Monday. Guys, I will tell you that I get so much feedback on Monday that it just blows people away. That's how realtors start reaching back out to them and going, "Gosh, nobody does these update videos." Okay, so now let's start talking about what do you do on the follow-up? What can you do on Wednesday? You've done business with this realtor and you know that on Wednesdays you need to reach back out with them. Well, reach back out and say thank you. Okay? This is one way that you can do it. You can reach back out and say thank you. So you can say something like this. "Hey Shannon, thank you for taking great care of the Smiths. I really appreciated how professional you were and how well you negotiated in their behalf. Have a great day." That's it. Okay? That dialogue right there, that's it. Now you can say to me like, "Yeah, but I didn't put and if you have another client, I'd be happy to deal with them." That's fine, guys, but for a little while till you get a rhythm going, you'll see if you just lead with the intent to give and not get something, you will make these people day. They will start to like you and they will start to want to do business with you. Okay? So a simple thank you with that dialogue right there. You can put in anything that they did well. "I really appreciated the way that you blank." You could send them a video on Wednesday. You can send them a message on Wednesdays right now. And this just gets really easy because you'll see that if you go inside right now, just saying thank you takes away all that call reluctance and all that fear. Okay? So another way that's very easy to reach out to these past realtors you've done business with or people that you've had conversations with is simply like this, a message. "Hey Shannon, I just ran across a great book that I think you would love. What's a good address for you?" And then send them a book. My go-to book was The Go-Giver by Bob Burg. I loved it. 7 Levels of Communication is a great book for realtors as well in there. And just send them a book and write them a nice letter saying, "Hey, I really appreciated the way that you took care of these people, or I really enjoyed this conversation with you." Guys, they are not getting that. They are getting the canned sales speeches all day long. Okay, and another way to reach out to people is, again, this is realtors on Wednesdays, is you can say, have an open-ended question about something they like to talk about. Okay, so I used to do this all the time for my Wednesday follow-up too, is I would just say, "Hey Roberta, what are you seeing right now in the market?" And I would literally just have a conversation. Is inventory still really low? Are you still seeing more sellers than there are buyers? What's going on? I like to give information back to my clients, so I'd love your opinion on that. And I would just have conversations with them. I wouldn't ask them for anything. It would be a way to connect with them. And guys, that's another way. And if you don't come across salesy right now, those people will want to have conversations. They love having conversations about the market. And so again, guys, really the purpose of this is just everything we talk about in this group, mindset. And I think if you go inside and you say, why do you procrastinate on on Wednesdays, it's not because it's hard. It's not because it takes a lot of time. It's because we have this fear, this crippling fear and this anxiety, right? So if you can reframe your mind, which I call reframing, if you could change your mindset to, I either want to thank somebody and show appreciation, because when you're in a place of gratitude, you feel good, they feel good. Or I want to just give them a gift, another great way to reach out to somebody. I always feel like the book's one of the best ways, or to have a conversation about what's going on in the market. So hopefully this helped you out on a reframe and how you can start having conversations with high-level realtors and financial planners on Wednesdays. You guys have a fantastic day, and I'll talk to you soon.